Northfork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry.
Lots of running room. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Crosby. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Illinois' offense will get the ball for the first time. Running back searching for a hole. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It would have been a 54-yarder if they tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Strong. He's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Dixon.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Crosby. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grab near the sticks. It's Buckley. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Illinois lining up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give on the inside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. To throw, it's Mendoza. Quick strike complete.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them.
Turning it on! And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Illini!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got it.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And he'll be smacked to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Strong. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Michigan! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Rush is on him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mendoza. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now the play fake. Grab near the marker, it's Dixon. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Complete. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And first and goal, I think a lot of people get very conservative. Let's run the football. You know, let's be very predictable. You can't be predictable, right, Palmer? You got to be aggressive, but what happened?
Well, I like the idea calling a pass play down there, but hey, for quarterbacks, it's touchdowns, checkdowns, or throwaways. You are not taking a sack under any circumstance right there. That quarterback's got to do a better job having the clock go off in his head to keep his offense in good position to score.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they're after him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And and he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the tight end. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Moore. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. There's still This quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done, and he can...
There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try it over the left side.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Illinois right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.